Hey, good evening, football fans. Number one ranked Platte Valley on some of the scores, and Beat Diggers ranked number 30 on the RIP. So it's going to be a tough game for the Beat Diggers, but you never know.
Well, definitely, yeah. Brush Beat Diggers are visiting Platte Valley tonight in Kersey. Beautiful night. We're getting ready for this Patriot League final game of the season between Platte Valley and Brush. And like you said, yes, Platte Valley ranked number one right now in the Patriot League with an 8-0 record. Brush coming in Patriot League 4-3 record. So, 4-3 overall. So, looking for a good contest tonight. I know that Platte Valley came off of a week last week where they were getting ready to play Valley and ended up having to get a forfeit win. So they didn't get a chance to play football last week, so they had an extra week of preparation. We'll just kind of see how that plays into the hands tonight of Brush and see if that was a benefit for them or if it's something that's going to be, a sidetrack. And we'll kind of tell once we kick the ball off here in about 3.5 minutes.
Talked to Coach Mills this week, and he says these kids improve. They keep improving, so you never know.
And that's what you want to have happen with a young group like this. A lot of these guys, like we've said at the beginning of the year, we're forced into some starting assignments, either by injury or by default, and just not maybe having somebody in those positions. So they've gotten a chance to get out here and play varsity football, and they are used to what is expected from them. They had a lot of growing pains. They've made some mistakes, but that's expected with a young group of guys. And the only thing we can hope for is that the experience that they do gain will definitely pay off as the rest of the years go on for these guys as they make their way through their sophomore, junior, and senior seasons.
Okay. Captains tonight for the Beat Diggers, Cesar Hinojos, Josiah Fuentes, and Michael Nichols.
And it looks like Brush will be kicking off. They have I don't know if they won the toss. I'm assuming I'm not quite sure what happened. But anyway, sorry about that.
Okay, I was looking at the captains and not the referees.
The opening kickoff is brought to you by Buildings by Design. When it comes to experience, Buildings by Design is the best in the business. Quality, commitment, and experience makes Buildings by Design the only choice when it comes to your next project. Ron Albo along with Rob Hastings from Kersey, Colorado, Platte Valley Bronco Stadium as the visiting Brush Beat Diggers are set to kick off. On your radio dial from left to right, they'll be kicking to Platte Valley to start this final Patriot League game of the year, regular season game.
Ernesto Rios is back deep along with this number 8 out there, Ernesto Rios.
Roberto Lara.
Lara, yeah, and the kick's going to go out of bounds about the 13-yard line. So,
not where the Brush Beat Diggers wanted to give that Platte Valley offense the ball at the 35-yard line. Puga's just got to do a better job of keeping the ball inside. Not a bad spot to narrow it, deep in the corner there, but he's got to keep it inside. So now Platte Valley will take over 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
Trayvon Weirman will be in the shotgun. A single back behind him. 2 wide receivers to right, 1 here to the near side. Right up the middle, breaking clear, and cutting back is Rios. And he's going to pick up about 12, 13 yards here.
And Rob, what Platte Valley does, they came out with 2 receivers to the far side, 2 receivers to the near side. They spread the defense out, run an inside trap, picks up 15 yards and a first down.
Okay, that'll bring it out, clear out from the 35 to the 48. And there's a run to the far side, and Rios is going backwards. His gain's about 7 yards, running backwards as he got spun around and picks up about another 14, 15 yards.
Yeah, once again, the Platte Valley offense just taking advantage right now. They're a rhythm-type offense, Rob. When they get going and they get in a rhythm, it's awful hard to slow them down. So Brush has got to figure out a way to stop that inside dive right now.
They go right to a pass to the near side, and falling down is number 16. That's Cade McDaniel.
Yeah.
Sophomore, 6'1", 155. And now another first down. 3 plays, 3 first downs. McDaniel flex way out to the far side. And they'll give it right up the middle, Weirman, excuse me. He'll be down to the 10.
Yeah, Trevor Weirman that time just had the running back to his right side. He faked the handoff to him. The running back went to the right. Weirman kept the ball, went straight upfield, and picked up another first down.
4 downs, 4 first downs. John didn't tell us about the band, did he?
Yeah, we've got the student band right here in our ears, so we apologize for all that extra noise.
Weirman back to pass. Look at the end zone. He's got a receiver,
wide
but
open.
He'll be out of bounds. He was wide open, but run out of field over there on the far side. That was, I think, 11. That'll be Brendan Bunting.
Brendan Bunting, one of the seniors this year for Platte Valley, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 with the ball set at just outside the 10-yard line of Brush.
No huddle for Platte Valley. They stay with only one running back, Rios. Weirman takes a snap, hands it to Rios right up the middle, and the first time they don't get a first down. Good tackle in there by the beat diggers. Isaac Morales meets him in the hole after about a 4-yard gain.
And that time on the running play, what Platte Valley did is they lined up and they pulled their near side tackle inside for a trap for the quarterback to follow up. But Brush did a great job of recognizing that trap, closing down the gap, and waiting for the linebackers to come in and fill.
Okay, McDaniel to the far side. Now we got a tight formation, 2 tight ends, and a handoff to. Oh no, Weirman keeps it for the touchdown. Good fake to Rios, and then he's in for the TD. How was that, 4 yards?
For Platte Valley, that was a 7-play, 65-yard drive that resulted in a touchdown with 10 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Platte Valley getting set up to go for 2, and we get, I think maybe the Brush stepped across the line of scrimmage before we start. No, now they're.
This is what they call it. It's called a swinging gate here. They're going to set up to go. They've got an option whether they're going to see how the defense lines up, and they might run a play, or they might go ahead and run back and go ahead and set it up and and kick the field goal.
There was a flag on the play. Offsides on the beat diggers.
So in this formation, I'd look for them to directly snap the ball right to the quarterback. He's going to go. Actually, it'll be to the setback.
That's right up the middle.
To the quarterback.
And that was Ernesto Rios. And it's 8-0. And we're 10-11 on the clock. So we didn't even get 2 minutes off the clock here. 8-0 Platte Valley. Okay, well, the opening kickoff was brought to you by Buildings by Design. When it comes to experience, Buildings by Design is the best in the business. Quality, commitment, and experience makes Buildings by Design the only choice when it comes to your next project. Okay, that will be the beat diggers' turn to go on offense. We heard that Platte Valley had a good offense, but they clicked on that one.
Yes, and the key for Brush now, Rob, coming out is that being able to weather that storm and know that fast-paced offense that they had, they've got to take and establish a consistent drive, maybe a 5, 6, 7-minute drive here, and get down the field and keep the ball away from that Platte Valley offense.
Platte Valley, nice high kick, goes to Queen on the far side about the 12, and he's going to go sideways after he got to the 25. He'll be hit down right at the 25-yard lines. Beat diggers will go on offense. Brush will head south. And sorry about this. John told us this was a great place to watch a football game. He didn't say anything about announcing the football game from here. Okay. Beat diggers come out in their normal setup. Zach Rutherford to the near side. Queen in the slot to the near side. And right up the middle goes Morales. Nope, that's Wellen on the carry for about 7 yards, maybe 8. We'll move him out to the 33. 2nd and 2 for the Diggers. Hunter Dunn comes in with the play. He'll flex out to the near side. Quinn will go out over by the Beat Digger bench on the far side. Backs in the tee. And back to pass. And wide open. Oh, tripping just a little bit was Hunter Dunn. But he was open and he'd been off to the races. The pass had been just a little bit closer. Brings up 3rd down and 2 for the Beat Diggers.
Yes, and that time Rob Brush did have
Jose Salazar will move out to the near side. Queen in the slot to the near side. Beat Diggers working from the far side hash marks. Big blitz, and right up the middle though. Nice carry by Wellen.
Nick Wellen.
And it'll be a 1st and 10 Beat Diggers. He gets out across to the 38-yard line.
And with them throwing that ball the last time, it kind of loosened the defense up a little bit. That allowed them to run that inside trap with Wellen and pick up a 1st down. So right now the clock's running, 9:08 to go. Brush is faced with the 1st down and 10 just outside their own 40-yard line.
Okay, we'll put Queens headed out to the far side. Wide receiver to the far side too.
Let's
hand off to the near side here, and Wellen's going to drive for about 5, almost 6 yards.
That'll be Morales on the carry. Up to the 45-yard line of Brush. Great call at that time. Platte Valley had a blitz coming on, and the linebacker blitzed the B gap there, and he bounced it to the outside and picked up 5 yards and bring it up 2nd down.
Yeah, I think he might have got 6 out of that. Nice to have those hash marks out there. Beat Diggers set to go again. Little motion by Queen to the far side. Hand off to Wellen to the left side, and he's going to be short of the 1st down, but it's going to be 3rd and very short for the Beat Diggers.
Yeah, for Brush that time they had their wing back go in, or their slot receiver go in motion to the far side of the field, try to widen out the defense on that far side, and they ran a 47 where the halfback leads up through, kicks out the defensive end, and the fullback runs inside. He came up just about a yard short as the linebacker hit him once he got past the line of scrimmage.
Josh Yancey on the tackle. We'll send Jose Salazar to the far side. Queen in the slot.
Blitz.
Far side, handoff right up the middle, and that's, well, no, that was Morales for the 1st down. Just short of Platte Valley territory at the 49-yard line of the Beat Diggers. 1st and 10.
This is the best defense for Brush right now, is to have their offense on the field.
Okay, Caden Moriarty, I think his number 80's come to the near side. And back to pass. Looking out here across the way. Oh, a little short of Queen here. He goes down kind of hard. Gets a little help by one of the Platte Valley players. Brendan Bunning helps pick him up. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Beat Diggers. Little off on their passing here early. Yeah.
The ball's been high the last couple times he's tried to get it a completion there. The receiver's been open. There's a chance, he should be able to catch a ball with it being high like that. It's just out of it, over his fingertips.
Beat Diggers marked on the far hash marks. Concerning their traveling gold pants, cardinal leggings and helmets, white jerseys. Maltus Garcia straight back to pass, a little screen, and it pops through the hands of Morales and falls to the ground. Looked like they had it set up, but right through his hands.
Yeah, they did a great job of selling that screen, allowing the pressure to come up the field in the middle. Then he slipped out there. He was wide open. Had he caught the ball, he would have been able to pick up at least 5-6 yards there, and that way he'd be bringing up a 3rd down and short instead of right now we're 3rd down and long. And this is a critical 3rd down in this drive. They've got to find a way to pick up the 1st down and can keep this clock moving.
Jose Salazar to the far side. Queen in the slot to the far side, which is to the east. Back to pass, head way down the field, and there it goes. over the head of, is that Queen?
No, that's the tight end, Luke Seawald.
Oh, Seawald, okay.
Yep.
Well, that brings up 4th and 10 for the Beat Diggers.
Coach Schwinn coming in out of the 400 formation, running a 486 right there, with the tight end running a 6 down or straight down the field and try to find him open.
Junior Puga in to punt it away. Deep is Josh Yancey, 5'9", 165-pounder. Low snap, bobbled and almost blocked, but it goes to Yancey. He grabs it about the 15. It falls down. Spun out. One of the Beat Diggers is down on the return. And that's Queen. He gets a little help up.
Well, when you're going down on punt coverage, you got to keep your head up because there's guys looking to take your head off. And that time he was just hit, a nice clean hit, knocked him to the ground. He'll take a break and he'll get a substitute in for a few minutes here. 6 minutes and 44 seconds to go. Ron Albo and Rob Hastings from Kersey, Colorado, with the Platte Valley Broncos are taking on the Brush Beat Diggers. The opening quarter, Brush is down by a score of 8-0.
It gets about the 16, 17-yard line. And back to pass. Good rush there. And intercepted. How Nick Wellen undercut the pattern. He's going to pick it off at the 38-yard line.
Nice pressure from the Brush defense. Coach Creighton sent the blitz that time, got in his face, got Weirman off, or was not able to set his feet like he wanted to, got that pressure in his face, threw the ball up and hung in the air just long enough, allowed Wellen to come over and get the interception, and Brush will take over now at Platte Valley's 40-yard line.
30 looks like the 39. Beat Diggers will head to our right. Yes. Wellen was way down there on that coverage.
Yep.
.636 on the clock. Walters Garcia under center. Like a big blitz coming. Underneath handoff. Wellen almost breaks the tackle. He'll be hit down after about 6 yards. It's 2nd and 4. Well, 6-yard gain to 33. Second and 4 for the Diggers. Queen in the slot to the near side. And back to pass. Maltos Garcia just a little bit behind his receiver. Is that Seawald coming out of the tight end?
That would have been Seawald.
But just behind him. They're just not clicking on those throws.
No.
They're either too high or behind them. So that's 3rd down and 4 for the Beat Diggers. Moriarty coming in with the play. Number 80. He'll flex out to the near side. Beat Diggers hanging on to that far side hash mark. Queen will go to the near side in the slot. Underneath handoff. And Morales driving. He's going to be close to the first down. We're going to mark it short of the 30. I'll have to call it 31-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and a long 2 yards. Sure, the Beat Diggers will go for it at this point. Jose Salazar in with the play. Platte Valley leads it here at 5:23 and counting. 8-0. Queen will flex out far to the right side. Salazar to the near side. And Platte Valley's faking a blitz. Now there's a pitch to Morales around the left side, and he's going to be up for the 1st and 10 at the 25. Maybe just a little short of the 25. Good play there by the Beat Diggers. That pitch out to the left side. What do you call that number?
That right there was a 59.
A 59,
yeah.
Okay. Hey, Queen to the far
defense,
side.
Yeah, the defense that time bit on well, and they thought he was getting the ball, and they bid on him and left him wide open for the pitch.
Hunter Dunn here to the near side. And handoff to Wellen. He sidesteps some tacklers. He's going to be up for a nice gain. He might have got about 7-8 yards out of that.
That was the same play as last time, Rob, only this time they gave it to the fullback. So last time was a fake 50-59. This time they faked the pitch and handed it inside to Wellen.
2nd and 2 after that 8-yard pickup. Seconds are really noisy up here. Okay, Hunter down to the near side. We got a new tight end, or slot back right up the middle. Touchdown, Beat Diggers. Wellen's going to be tripped and go in, but he was across the line. Beat Diggers make it 8-6.
Nice call that time. You know, Brush was taking advantage. Platte Valley's overloading one side, and they're blitzing a lot. So when you blitz, you're vacating an area. And right now, what they're doing is they're kind of a little gun shy. They were looking for the pitch outside. That time we hand it off inside to Wellen. He makes one move to the inside, bounces it outside, and all of a sudden it's a 16-yard touchdown. And Brush is now on the board.
Junior Puga gets his kick up. It's looking good, and it is. Hey, how about that? Beat Diggers 8, Platte Valley 7. We'll be back in a moment on. Well, let's do this one. An opening touch. First score here. Well, yeah, the Brush's first score is brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants. Engineering and consulting services for all your projects. Strong commitment to their clients' needs set them apart. Get your project started the right way with Western Engineering Consultants. Give Chad Cox a call. How about that?
And that drive, Rob, was all set up by the interception by Nick Wellen. At 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go, 6 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the first quarter, they picked that ball off and took that ball down 40 yards for a touchdown, or 60 yards for a touchdown.
39.
39? Yep.
39.
39 yards.
Something popped in my memory. That never happens, but it's 8-7 for the Platte Valley in the lead. But, and Wellen with the, how long was his run?
16-yard touchdown run.
16 yards. Okay, we've got to kick it away. His first kick went out of bounds. Let's see, Rios is back there. We're on the right side, and Puga's going to kick it deep right to the end zone, and Rios will step into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Uh-oh, we got a flag, illegal procedure on the Beat Diggers. I don't see a flag anywhere, but the official's going to walk it off 5 yards against the Beat Diggers. Move it back to the 35. See if Junior can put this one into the end zone. Rios back with Josh Yancey. They're going to set up about the 10-yard line. The Beat Diggers will kick it away again. 3:54 on the clock.
That last drive for Brush, Rob, consumed just under 3 minutes on the clock, so not a bad.
That's going to cost the Beat Diggers a big one. That'll go out of bounds.
Yeah, right now special.
40. Will they go to the 35 or will they go to the 40?
It'll probably be 35.
Okay, yep, it is. Platte Valley will take over. .54 on the clock. And lots of drum beats. We get the markers down before a little motion there and a handoff to the near side. Coming out here. Good cutback by the Platte Valley. Wellen on the tackle. I thought it was going to be stuffed up there by, that's number 12 for the Beat Diggers, Alejandro Montes Garcia. And that was Yancey on the carry. So we'll go with Two wides to the far side. Platte Valley to the near side. Two wide receivers right here by the Platte Valley bench. Handoff right up the middle. Sidestepping is Rios, and he'll have a good 5-yard pickup.
So right now for Platte Valley, 2 plays, 20 yards. They picked up. The ball started at the 35-yard line. Now they're inside the brush. They're to Brush's 45-yard line.
Okay. Back to pass. Going out to Rios. A nice ankle tackle there by Isaac Morales. We'll make it 3rd down and 2. Rewind inside at 2:50 to go. Josh Yancey flexes way out with another wide receiver on the far side. One to the near side now. Yancey in motion and right up the middle. He gets it. Let's see who got that handoff. Oh, that was Wehrman. He's going to be a short. He might have lost a half a football length anyway. So it'll be 4th and 1 for Platte Valley. Yancey flexes out to the far side. Rios will move from behind Wehrman to the side. And it's Wehrman, and he's going to break free and breaks another tackle. Finally gets hit hard there by Jose Salazar, but he's going to be down to the 30-yard line.
Just inside the 30, 29-yard line, 1st down and 10.
A lot of what-ifs on that. It looked like he was going to be tackled and broke through 2 tackles.
Well, Wehrman all year long has been the leader of this team, and he's a shifty guy. He handles the ball very well, and he's very elusive. He's hard to bring down, so you've got to get helmets on him, and you got to wrap him up.
29-yard line, 1st and 10 of the Beat Diggers. And hand off to the far side. Nothing doing there. Great job. That's but Perez on the carry. To Nick Wellen on the tackle, and he's going to get about a 2.5-yard loss on that. They'll move it back to the 32. I will go with trips to the right side, the far side. Single receiver to the near side. Stay with the shotgun. And Wehrman back, getting a big rush now. He's going to throw it off to the far side. And it's caught, running back and forth. 29 has it. Now about 6 Beat Diggers finally surround him. Alberto Perez on the reception. He's pretty jitterbuggy too.
Well, you know, Brush had great pressure that time. They had Michael Nichols getting upfield and getting pressure in his face right at the last minute. Michael Nichols turned his back, and the offensive lineman from Platte Valley just pushed him down to the ground. I'm surprised we didn't get a blocking in the back there, but they're getting pressure. They just got to be able to grab a hold of him and stop him.
Nate Betancourt on the far side gets the catch, and he's going to be up for the 1st down to the 15-yard line. Chase Krieger on the tackle on the far side.
That time Platte Valley just ran a quick hitch with their outside receiver. Got down about 7 yards, settled, looked for the ball to come, and completed the pass. Got upfield for a 1st down.
Okay, 2 wides to each side. Moving in the backfield, and he fakes the handoff, a pass to the far side, and about a 4-yard pickup for Platte Valley. And I think that was 26. Betancourt again, Nate Betancourt.
The last two downs, Platte Valley has spread the defense out, forcing Brush to play pass, and so I would look for them to be trying to set up an inside run either with Wehrman following the fullback, following Rios or Lara, or giving that ball straight to Lara and just letting him pound it in from here, because the defense is starting to get a little stretched out, thinking that it's pass. They've got to pay attention and know that a run could be coming up at any time right now. That's kind of what their momentum is going.
2nd and about 6 for Platte Valley. Taking a long time here. Officials over on the other side. I'm sure we got somebody injured somewhere. I don't see him.
10.4 seconds left on the clock in the opening quarter.
Went out of bounds on that. It's about 2 timeouts worth. That little motion from the far side. And Wehrman passes it right to almost the end zone, driving in. And just, is that 60 on a reception? Or 26, I couldn't tell. I think that was Betancourt.
Betancourt, 26.
And I'm not sure, there was a 60 down there. Griffin Hooper, the tackle, I don't know how he got down there that quick without getting illegal downfield, but it doesn't matter. They give the TD. We're going to get a whole bunch of motion. The whole Platte Valley team went in motion, and I think one of the Beat Diggers jumped off sides again.
I think it might have been Hunter Dunn down here at the bottom once they moved.
Yeah, when the whole team goes running sideways, it kind of freaks you out. Okay, a little motion there by Wehrman, and back to pass, and they throw it to him on the far side, and he'll catch it, and throwing the pass was Josh Yancey, left-handed, and that'll be a 2-point conversion. So 16-7 with Platte Valley on top. Okay, let's take 30 seconds on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Okay, welcome back. Platte Valley up 16-7 over the Beat Diggers. Let's see why Platte Valley's ranked so high and undefeated this year. 8-0 coming into this game. Okay. And we're set to kick it away. I think, it's going to go into the end zone over the head of Jace Krieger. And the Beat Diggers will take over at their own 20. Hi, Ron.
Hey. We can actually hear each other right now just for a few minutes while the band's not pounding on the drums. Ron Elbow along with Rob Hastings from Kersey, Colorado. The visiting Brush Beat Diggers are down by a score of 16-7 over the Platte Valley Broncos. Platte Valley just came off of a 65-yard drive in 6 plays, resulting in a 16-yard touchdown run, 2-point conversion good.
Yeah, on the conversion, that pass from Yancey to
Wehrman.
And back to pass is Maltos Garcia over the head of his receiver, Jose Salazar. But I think he had 3 guys coming at him.
Gonzalez, Rutherford Gonzalez.
Oh, Rutherford,
yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, that's the end of the first quarter. It's 16-7. Platte Valley on top of the Brush Beat Diggers. We'll be back in a moment on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Okay, welcome back to Platte Valley. Well, we've got 12 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Beat Diggers will take over at their own 20. And the Beat Diggers will head north now. Yeah. Okay, about to get underway. Moriarty with motion to the far side. Handoff straight up the middle by Wellen for about 6 yards. Maybe 7. Just off the right guard there, right up the middle.
Bring up
call it third and 4. Okay, Jose Salazar in with the play. He'll flex to the far side. Morales and Wellen in the T. Wellen on the far side. Altos Garcia on a pitch to the near side. Here comes Morales. He breaks a tackle, and we're going to get a flag. I don't know, do we have a low block there?
Not quite sure. The near side referee, sideline judge, was right there, threw his flag immediately once our tackle pulled out on that 59. It was a quick pitch to the left side. Our tackle pulls out to lead the way, and so I'm not quite sure if we've got a block in the back or we got
that holding on the Beat Diggers. Mark that off 10 yards from the 24-yard line, I believe. That's where the flag was laid.
So from the
They're talking
20,
it over.
Yeah, from the 26, they'll back it up.
To the 16, I believe. Yep, set the ball right on the hash mark here. The near side hash mark at the 16. The third down and about 14. Altos Garcia under center. And here comes to the near side is Wellen. He's going to be bulldogged down out about the 23. But that was a huge penalty on the play before. Beat Diggers sending their punt team out.
And last time we punted, Platte Valley was very close to blocking the punt. So I looked for them to try to send the heat again and try to block this punt deep inside Brush's territory and try to get a big turnover.
Platte Valley short of players, so Nehemiah Santa Cruz will make his way out there. Puga gets kicked up and away. And the defender ran by the play, and there goes number 24. That's Josh Yancey deep into Beat Digger territory. Let's see where they're going to set that down. About the 36-yard line. Platte Valley will head south from the Beat Diggers 36. Pretty good punt, but I'm not sure the gunner looked like he was in good position and ran right by the.
Yes.
I'm not sure. Maybe he closed his eyes. Okay. Platte Valley ready to go. Alberto Perez, the deep back. He's got the ball and cuts off to the left side. He's still going. He may never stop. He's inside the 25 and still fighting for yardage. He'll finally put him down at the 23-yard line.
A 12-yard pickup on that run puts Platte Valley deep inside Brush's territory now, inside the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Ron Elbow along with Rob Hastings. 10 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the second quarter. Platte Valley leading by a score of 16-7.
Berman pitches it to Ernesto Rios, and he cuts back through a whole bunch of Beat Diggers, still on his feet inside the 5, finally hit down about the 2-yard line. Just great cutbacks or not very good defense by the Beat Diggers.
Well, we're pursuing to where the ball's where he's running. Okay, there's sweet. That time the ball was run to the near side of the field. We do have a flag, and we're pursuing. But what we're not doing is we're over pursuing a little bit, and we're not staying and allowing for our cutback. So when he plants his foot, cuts back against the grain, there's nobody there to tackle him. So it leaves a lot of open space for him.
But big yellow monster came out. We're going to mark it off against Platte Valley. It's probably going to be a holding call. He's still that. Oh, okay. I was watching a referee walk back. I still didn't see him signal it, but I'm pretty sure it's a holding. So 17 yards to go. Back to passes. Weirman right to the end zone, wide open, and touchdown Platte Valley. Okay. So Platte Valley set to go for their third touchdown.
35-yard touchdown pass with 9 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the second quarter.
22-7. Platte Valley going for 2. Now they all run into motion again. Beat Diggers at least didn't jump offside so far. Now they go. Oh, they're going to go for a kick.
They're in their field goal
We're
formation
going to
now.
put it down. And the kick is down. It looks good. Nice job there by Alberto Perez. They'll make it 23-7 with the extra point. Kick was good. How about that? We'll be back in a moment on 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com. Okay, welcome back. Platte Valley set to kick it away. Morales and Krieger back deep. It's Perez set to kick it away. It's headed towards the end zone, and Krieger will just let it run into the end zone, and Beat Diggers will take over. They'll head to our left to north, down 23-7.
And Rob, like I was saying earlier in the game, that Platte Valley's a rhythm offense. Once they get in rhythm, they get that momentum going and that confidence. They just mix it up, and it's awful hard to slow them down. Brush has had their opportunities at times, but have come away with not being able to corral those guys up and bring them to the ground and allowing them to get extra yards on those runs.
Well, let's see. Is that flag still laying over there?
Looks like it is on the far 40-yard line.
They're going to have to stop. Well, we must have had an offside or something there, but Platte Valley's set to kick it away again. This is a high, deep one, and it's going to make it to the end zone. And it's good. Krieger about caught it on the 2-yard line. It was better that it went through his hands into the end zone.
Yeah, that was not. He was running backwards, and there was no way he would have had. They didn't have the return set up, but that'll set Brush at 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line with 9:40 to go. From Platte Valley, Brush down by a score of 23-7 over the 8-0 Platte Valley Broncos.
Okay. 9:40 on the clock, second period. Down 23-7. Brush heads to the north. At the 20-yard line, underneath handoff. Ooh, not much there. So Morales could have caught one across the chops there. He was running a little high on that one. Yeah, might have picked up a yard. Bring up second down and 9. I apologize for all the noise. We may have to go buy a seat on the south end of the stadium here. Back to pass of Maltos Garcia, in and out of the hands and almost intercepting after bouncing off Caden Swint. And I think that's number 2, Roberto Lara, that just about dove and got that interception there. 3rd and 9 for the Beat Diggers. I don't think we've completed a pass yet, have we?
No.
23-7. Beat Diggers 3rd and long. Swint to the near side. And underneath handoff, nothing doing. Well, and won't get back to the line of scrimmage. Run right into the teeth of the Bronco defense. Big number 75 coming out of there, Angel Martinez. One of the tacklers. The gunner on the near side is Ivan Cardenas. Puga's going to kick it away to Josh Yancey. Yancey's going to move up on it. It's going to bounce short of the 50. Be hit down there by Nick Wellen. About the Beat Digger 48.
Well, Rob, once again, Brush is giving Platte Valley a short field to have to travel. And for this offense, that is just playing right into their hands with all the weapons that they have and the speed. It's shortening the field down, makes it very easy, makes it very difficult, and puts a lot of pressure on. Makes it very easy for the offense, put a lot of pressure on the defense. So right now they're inside the 50-yard line, the 48-yard line of Brush.
And 8:15 on the clock. Handoff coming to the near side. Nice tackle there by the Beat Diggers. Let's see, who was that? Alejandro Maltos Garcia. Come in and knocked him down for about 1.5 yards loss. That'll put the ball right on the 50. Call it a 2-yard loss. Lots of hand signaling by the coaches over here. Flex Cade McDaniel out to the far side. 2 wides to the far side, 2 to the near side. Berman back to pass, looking across, and he's got receiver number 26, and he's got one man to beat. He's in. I've got about a 18-yard pickup down to the Beat-Digger 30. Isaac Morales finally catches up with Nate Battencourt.
I'm watching Coach Creighton. He's being as creative as he can. He's applying different pressures. He's putting stunts in. He's doing some twists with his defensive tackle and defensive end to just kind of put some kind of pressure on the Platte Valley Broncos as much as he can to try to disrupt their game.
Okay, Werman sets up, hands it to Perez, right behind the big number 77. Morales on the tackle, along with Chase Krieger, by a gain of about 6 yards, right up the middle. Damian Ornalis flexes out to the far side. 3 wides to the near side. Berman back, looking towards the end zone. And falling down is the defensive back, and that'll be a TD from the 23-yard line.
23-yard touchdown.
This is going to start to get ugly here pretty quick. We'll make it 29-7, Platte Valley. Platte Valley sets up in the spread formation.
Swinging gate.
Oh, yeah, there's a swinging gate. There's Werman over there. Now they're all going to run around. Looks like they're going to kick it now. Okay. We'll have Alberto Perez set for the extra point try. Kicks up and good. It'll be 30-7 after we come back here. 6:30 in the second period. We'll be back in a moment on 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com. Welcome back. It's quiet for a moment. Platte Valley up 30-7 over the Beat Diggers. 6:30 on the clock. Chase Krieger back. Perez to kick it away. Morales back deep too. And that is going to go clear through the end zone. Bounces right on the top side of the R, right at the end of the end zone. That's a pretty good leg for a little guy.
Yep.
Okay, the Beat Diggers will take over at their own 20. Beat Diggers will head to our left. There's Platte Valley. I haven't talked about them. Dark blue helmets, jerseys, pants, and little white numbers that you can really see. I appreciate that.
For all you Beat Digger fans who are familiar with Brush Platte Valley games, it's that home uniform they've been wearing for a while now.
Jose Salazar comes out to the near side. And underneath hand, pass. And Wellen has it. He'll be up for a first down across the 30. Fake me out there, Ron. Nice pass. Good catch there by Nick Wellen. First and 10 Beat Diggers from the 31. Moriarty into the play. Oh, excuse me, no, that's Morales' number I'm looking at. Him and Wellen are in the backfield. Wellen has it right up the middle, breaks a couple tackles, so he'll be out for about a 6-7 yard gain. I'm going to mark it down about the 43-yard line. Call it second and call it second and 4.
Should be about the 37-yard line. Five minutes and 32 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Seawalda tied into the near side. Moriarty's going to come in the slot to the far side. Altos Garcia, keeper on the near side, cuts back. He's going to be close to the first down. He's going to be across the 41. Really close to the first down. They have to measure this one.
Nice call that time.
No?
Platte Valley expecting the inside trap. They went ahead and run a bootleg left with Maltos Garcia, and he picks up the first down, keeping the chains moving and the clock running for Brush.
Brush has got to be smiling. You got a freshman quarterback that plays as well as he does. It's going to be exciting to watch him the next few years. Hunter Dunn to the near side. Moriarty in the slot. Hand off right up the middle to Morales. A little off the left side. And he's going to have about 7. He figures up to the 47-yard line. It's called 48-yard line. The Beat Diggers. Clock winding at 4:20. Hunter Dunn will flex out to the far side. Working from the near side, hash marks. Underneath handoff, Welland right up the middle.
Real close to a first down. They're going to measure that one.
Moriarty's moved to that slot position. And Queen hasn't been in here. Well, they're going to call it a 1st and 10 at the Platte Valley 48. Case Swift rushes off, and Yvonne Cardenas comes in with the play. He'll move into the near side. Beat Diggers coming from the near side hash marks here right in front of the Platte Valley bench. And handoff comes to the near side. And, ooh. Hit down hard is Welland again. He gains about 2, though. Down the Platte Valley 46. 2nd and 8 for the Beat Diggers. Inside of 3:15 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Moriarty into the play. Hunter Dunn will come out to the wide to the near side. Moriarty in the slot to the near side. Beat Diggers near side hash marks. And we get a timeout maybe. I don't see a flag.
The referee stopped the clock on that one. He blew his whistle. I don't know that there's an equipment issue that they're dealing with. So the referee's going to stop the play before somebody gets hurt. They're just checking on Maltos Garcia. He's got an equipment issue right now. They're checking it. If he can get his chin strap, I think it's a chin strap issue right now. So if he gets that taken care of, they'll resume play again.
Clock winds with that. Okay, Hunter Dunn to the near side. Moriarty in the slot to the near side. Altos Garcia back to pass. Big rush. He's going to throw it out to the far side and up for the first down. That looks like Morales, and it is.
It's a 15-yard pickup for Morales and a first down for Brush.
Yeah, he had to run 40 yards across the field. Maltos Garcia found him wide open over there. Nobody around him. And it'll be down to the 32-yard line of Platte Valley. 1st and 10 Beat Diggers. Cadence went in with the play. He'll go in the slot. Hunter Dunn to the wide receiver to the near side. Beat Diggers over on the far side hash marks now. Platte Valley 32. Hand off to Welland, nothing doing there. He's going to lose a yard.
That time they're running a trap, inside trap, and that guard that's pulling, there's a big defensive tackle there. He sees it closed down. He closes it down, comes straight up the field. Our tackle on the far side here didn't get upfield to get to the linebackers, and then he closed that down and just blew the play up for a 2-yard loss.
Okay, 2nd and 12 for the Beat Diggers. Moved in a big nose tackle, number 50.
53, right? 52?
53, I think it was. No, 52. Colby Frias.
Yep.
And fake a pitch, back to pass, right across the middle. We got a first down for the Beat Diggers, and I think that's Seawald on the carry down to the 15-yard line.
Ran a tight end cross, 81 cross for a first down out of the...
Good fake on the run. Fake the handoff. Just Montes Garcia just stood up and hit Seawald right in the numbers. First and 10 Beat Diggers at the 15. Swint in the slot. Handoff underneath. Morales is going to get 3 or 4 yards there. Off the right guard. And the Beat Diggers are going to call timeout. There's only 46 and a half seconds left here in the first half. How about that? We're going to have some of our sponsors like Cargill Meat Solutions. Cargill works with the community to make sure that there are jobs for members of the communities they're in. It's Cargill Meat Solutions and B&B Appliance. B&B Appliance can help you with all your appliance needs. Stop in and see what they can do for you. Check them out. They're on Ensign Street in Fort Morgan. Well, they're going to take a lot of time to talk this one over.
Well, you know, they're playing, if you can hear it in the background, Bad Moon Rising. As we look out there, there is a huge orange moon out there that is that's rising. So kind of a fitting song here just outside of Kersey tonight.
Well, I think the band's going down for the halftime show. I hope they go home at halftime.
It'd be nice for them just to vacate to the shed over there for the rest of the night.
Good Halloween moon out there. That's really orange. Beautiful from our view.
Ron Elbow along with Rob Hastings from Kersey, Colorado, where the Brush Beat Diggers are down by a score of 30-7 over the home team, the Platte Valley Broncos. 46 seconds to go in the second quarter. Brush is inside Platte Valley's 13-yard line with the 2nd and 8.
Beautiful night for football. Let's see, we'll put Swint in the slot to the right. Montes Garcia hands it underneath, Welland right up the middle, and he's down to the 3-yard line. He faked us all out, Ron.
It's a 12-yard pickup for Welland. Bringing first down and goal.
They're going to move it back to the 2-yard line, or 3-yard line. First and goal for the Diggers, and the Beat Diggers will call timeout again with 41.2 seconds on the clock.
I come back with the same play again. Same play again. Do it until they stop it. They have not been able to stop that trap, that quick trap like that. When they've ran it, it's been successful. Hopefully Coach Schwint doesn't get too creative, just pound it down their throat. And this is good for them to come away with some points at the end of the first half here, should they get in the end zone and score, which, you know, if I'm going to be a betting man, Welland's going to be getting the ball.
Okay, Transwest believes that customers are number one. Check out their selection online or just stop by one of their dealerships. They have one in Sterling and Fort Morgan. Stop by tomorrow and check them out. Okay, Beat Diggers set to go. 3 yards to the goal line, first down. Short time. Montes Garcia looks over, gets under center.
Slide.
Little motion by the backs. Now we'll put Swint in motion to the near side. Handoff to Morales. He's got some blockers. He'll pick up a couple, but he's going to be short of the the goal line.
Yeah, that time what they did is they came out in a 400 formation. They sent the flanker in motion, and they slid the running backs over to that side to overload that side and have Welland be the blocking back that time for Morales, but the defense was right there and shut it down.
And that stops the clock with a timeout at 31 seconds. 30-7 for the Platte Valley Broncos in the lead. Beat Diggers driving here. Just a short time. Okay, how about Ingmar Phillips? Ingmar Phillips Insurance. Things happen in life. Make sure you're prepared with the right insurance coverage. Ingmar Phillips in Brush and Fort Morgan for all your insurance needs. And need a little education? try Morgan Community College. Morgan Community College is there to make your dreams become a reality for both traditional and non-traditional students. Check them out at morgancc.edu. Well, Beat Diggers set to go.
Straight ahead dive.
Swing in motion, back to pass is Maltos Garcia, and he's got to put it into the end zone. Ooh, almost picked off. Good coverage there, going for Hunter Dunn, but that was Cade McDaniel on the defense.
On the defense, yeah. What Maltos did is it's a 5-step drop pass, and he just kept dropping and dropping, waiting for that receiver to clear across the back of the end zone. And by that time, the defensive back was right there, and there was no place for him to put the ball.
Okay. Hunter Dunn flexes far to the right. Moriarty in the slot to the right. .23 seconds to go. Maltos Garcia on a keeper, and he's going to bring it in. Touchdown, Beat Diggers.
Alejandro,
30 to 13.
Maltos Garcia that time comes out in a 400 formation, runs a bootleg left, and scores the touchdown. 2 yards and a touchdown.
19 and a half seconds on the clock. Nice long drive by the Beat Diggers. That 1 yard TD. Here comes the extra point try, and it's going to be messed up. It's going to remain 30 to 13. And the Beat Diggers will kick it away with 19 and a half seconds on the clock. Let's take 30 seconds. We'll be back on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Okay, welcome back to Platte Valley, but this is 1010 KSIR, Brush Fort Morgan on your AM dial. And we're also on the internet at KSIR.com. Okay, Junior Puga to kick it away. And he's going to kick it high and short. Bounce down to about the 20-yard line. And number 16 is going to grab it, and he's across the 40, 45-yard line. And 16 is Cade McDaniel. So 1st and 10 for Platte Valley. Clock inside of 14 seconds to go here in the first half. Platte Valley up 30-13. We got the postcards on the side, and I think 3 coaches signaling and all kinds of stuff going on. Okay. Werman back by himself. 3 wide to the far side, 2 to the near side. And Werman's going to pull it down and run and be hit down. He just kind of dove ahead. And that'll stop the clock here. The ball at about the 42.5-yard line. 7.6 seconds on the clock. And we've got a timeout. How about that? Another timeout. But we're going to talk about our sponsors and all the fun we've had this year, too. Northeastern, when it comes to your future, Northeastern is miles ahead, and they're a college that's close to home. Northeastern Junior College, and they got wrestling, too. Some of the guys will be wrestling here right away. I don't have that schedule with me, but I need to stop by and help those guys out. And how about High Plains Bank? See what a century of customer service can do for you at High Plains Bank in Wiggins, offering you a variety of banking needs. It's High Plains Bank. Werman's back, looking deep, throws it down low, and nice job of defense. Of course, Nick Wellen right there putting down Josh Yancey after a short gain. 2.3 seconds on the clock, and Platte Valley, I think, is calling another timeout. Officials are waving their hands saying run the clock, I guess. I don't know. Oh, is that what we're going to do?
Yep.
Not sure. What was that? Looks like we had Cowboys out there roping, about 3 of the officials circling their hands up. And here comes the kick. And it's going to be short, and stepping out of bounds is Hunter Dunn. He might have had a chance to run that back.
That's a free ball. He could run that back.
But that'll do it for the half. That's been an interesting half. 30-13 here at halftime. Beat Diggers behind the Platte Valley Broncos, and we'll be back in 3 minutes on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Okay, welcome back to Platte Valley. Platte Valley up 30-13 over the Beat Diggers. Beat Diggers are going to get the ball, Ron, and we'll see what happens in the second half.
See if they can build upon that final drive at the end of the first half, where they can, get some momentum going, get the keep the ball moving on the ground, mixing it between pass and run, but keeping the Platte Valley offense off the field. That is obviously their best defense, and so maybe Brush can start to get some drives together here and kind of close the gap here and make this, maybe squeak out a win somehow with Platte Valley leading by a score of 30-13.
Okay, Alberto Perez set to kick it off. And Jace Krieger back there with Isaac Morales. They set up about the 7-8 yard line. Yeah, their last half of football this year, probably.
Yep, most likely.
For the Beat Diggers, Platte Valley should go deep into the playoffs. And Perez is set to go. The kick is going to be a little low. And Krieger's going to let it run out of bounds. Good job.
Nice
out of bounds about the 1 yard line.
Nice heads-up play by Krieger. Brings the ball up to the 35 yard line. First down and 10. Brush down by a score of 30-13. They'll be moving from left to right on your dial from Platte Valley High School. Ron Elbow along with Rob Hastings.
Okay.
As we said, the second half of the Patriot League, final Patriot League game of the year between these two teams.
The Beat Diggers have started their own 35 after the penalty, or the mark-off. The ball going out of bounds. Okay, Seawald, the tight end to the near side. Backs in the tee. Altos Garcia looking deep. He's got a big rush on him. He throws it. And it's caught. Moriarty's got it. And about an 11-yard carry. Or pass. Not used to Beat Diggers passing.
Especially on first down like that, but a great call because Platte Valley was selling out on the run there. They thought it was going to be a run play.
Gain of 11. Put it at the 46-yard line. Hunter Dunn to the far side. Hand out to Wellen. He might pick up about 3 yards. Put it at the 49-yard line.
Straight ahead run by Wellen.
And it's nice and quiet, but we got bad news for you. The band's coming back for the fourth quarter. Sounds great now, though. Jose Salazar in with the play. Beat Diggers at the near side hash marks, headed to our right, the south. Salazar will move out to the near side. Caden Swinton in the slot, pitch to the far side. Morales cuts it up. He's going to pick up just short of the 45-yard line of Platte Valley. We'll bring up 3rd and 2 for the Beat Diggers. We'll set that right at the 46. Salazar stays in. Swint goes out. Moriarty brings in the play. 2 Cadens there. Salazar flex out to the far side. Beat Diggers move over to the far side hash marks. We're already clear over here by the Platte Valley bench. And a hand off to Morales. He's got the first down. He'll be down about the 42.5 yard line, make it 43. 1st and 10 Diggers. Just underway here in the third quarter. 2 minutes gone. 30-13, Platte Valley in the lead. Salazar will pop off, and Hunter Dunn brings the play in. Beat Diggers from the far side hash marks. Dunn to the near side. Moriarty in motion to the far side. Hand off to Wellen, and he's going to break free and spins, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards. Oh, there's a fumble over there. And boy, that's about the third one this year for Welland, and he hasn't had that many in 4 years, has he? 3 years in football. So Platte Valley will take over after the fumble. And that comes at 9:32. They're going to set the nose of the ball right at the 39-yard line. Platte Valley's own 39. Werman takes a snap, pitches it here to the near side, and big blocks coming all the way, and they finally hit out of bounds. No, Salazar doesn't knock him out of bounds. He's going to stay in bounds and go all the way for the touchdown. That was just kind of a little tap by Salazar, and the run goes all the way for Platte Valley.
61-yard touchdown run in one play.
It is contact football, not touch.
Yep, and Rush slowed down. They thought that he was out of bounds. They didn't wrap up and just keep driving through, and therefore he just scooted down the sidelines there for an additional 30 yards and picked up the touchdown.
And Platte Valley gets another offsides on the Beat Diggers. Oh, illegal procedure this time on Platte Valley. They go into the rule book a little more here at halftime, or what? Maybe somebody put their hand down or something, and they picked it up, or not quite sure. There's so many guys moving, it's hard to tell.
And that play, Rob, used up all of 12 seconds.
Oh, man, that's quite a drive. Yep. 9:20 on the clock.
One play, 12 seconds, 65 yards, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
Perez set for the extra point try. And it's up, and it's been good from 30 yards. So, 37-13 for Platte Valley. We'll be back in a moment on 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com. Okay, if they did the clock right, Josh Yancey can run the 61-yard dash in 10 seconds. So, puts Platte Valley up 37-13. Got Jace Krieger to the near side. Isaac Morales to the far side to receive the kick from Perez. And he'll kick it right down the middle into the end zone. So the Beat Diggers will take over at their 20. Clock stays at 9:20 on the clock. Here in the third quarter. But the Beat Diggers will have the ball. A rare fumble by Nick Welland. Set up that one-play drive.
And I know he's going to be kicking himself because of the fact that, yes, it was a fumble. He turned it over, but it resulted in a touchdown right off the bat in just one play, 61 yards later.
Jose Salazar to the near side. Under center, Maltos Garcia hands it off to No, he's got it. He's going to pass it. He's going to throw it away. Nobody's there. I was looking for a flag, but thought he might have been out of the pocket. I'm not sure about the high school rules on that one, Ron.
Yeah, I think he was okay. He wasn't outside the tackle there, so he
might have got away with one.
Got outside the tackle.
He might have been outside just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Ball right in the center of the field at the 20-yard line. Second down and 10 for the Diggers. Salazar to the near side. Moriarty, I think, is in the slot. Hand off to Welland, and he'll go up for about 3 yards. Third and 7 at the 23-yard line for the Beat Diggers. Wait for Hunter Dunn to bring the play in. They better hurry. Salazar runs off the far side. Back judge has his hand up now, so. Altus Garcia parks it out. Back to pass. And, intercepted and dropped. Went over the top of Seawald and went right into the hands of number 16. That's Cade McDaniel. But the ball in his hands hit the turf about the same time, and the ball bounced away from him. So a couple of breaks for the Beat Diggers. Now Junior Puga's going to have to kick it away. And back to receive it is Josh Yancey. Got one Beat Digger a little late getting out there. Kriegel will have to step in probably for Jade Queen. Hasn't been out there since the second quarter. Nice high kick, but a little short. And there goes Yancey. And he gets slowed down a little bit, and he's out of bounds. Chase Krieger, I think, might have got him out, but he's going to be inside the 30-yard line of the Beat Diggers, I think. We'll see where they set it down. At the 31-yard line. Great field position for Platte Valley. The Beat Diggers can't afford to be 3 and out now.
Or 2 and a score.
Giving up big punt returns. Only 31 yards to go for Platte Valley. 3 wides to the near side, 1 to the far side. And hand off to the right side. Rios has it, breaks tackles, and he's going to have a first down inside the 20. This one off to the right side. Quite too many grabs and not enough tackling there, but Rios has got a lot of yards on the season, so that it's not like he hasn't done it before. 3 trips to the near side, 1 to the far side. Werman hands it to Rios. No, Werman keeps it, and he's going to be hit down. Not much there, maybe a gain of a half a yard. Trayvon Werman, a quarterback, is 5'10", 160. A senior, one of the seniors out there. Platte Valley will move Alberto Perez in and take out Logan Curtis. Okay, now we got 2 wides to the right side. No running backs, 3 to the near side. Peters calling out defensive signals. Werman back to pass. He's going to pull it down, and he gets over, breaks 2 tackles, still going, and he's going to be up close to a first down. He kind of
picks up about 8 yards on that play.
Yeah, kind of did the shoulder shrugs and a little spin, and give him 7.5 yards on that. Let's call it 3rd and 2. A little bit of a long 2, but tell why Werman's pretty darn good out there.
Yeah, he read the defense. They dropped back into coverage, so he pulled the ball and ran and picked up as much yards as he could.
3rd and short for Platte Valley. Handoff right up the middle. First down for Platte Valley. And I think that was Alberto Perez on the run. Platte Valley will send Gabe Montez in now. It's 5'9", 189, and they'll bring Perez out. No huddles for Platte Valley. Everything is looked to coaches and the signals. 2 wides to the near side. Got a running back right beside Werman. And he puts it in there, and nice job and good tackle. Great job by
Thomas Medlin.
Yeah, it was Medlin on the tackle. I think that was 26 on the carry, Nate Betancourt. So big loss there. 2nd and 15 to the goal line for Platte Valley. Trips to the right side. 1 wide receiver to the near side. A pretty good rush on Werman. He throws it to the end zone, over the head of his receiver. Out there was Josh Yancey. He's overthrown Yancey twice in that corner. So bring third down and goal from the 15 for Platte Valley. Okay, bring in Roberto Lara in with the play. Yes, he's good.
Roberto Lara.
Oh, he's just talking to one of the other guys out there. I thought he went to Weirman, but that was 16 he was talking to. Cade McDaniel. Kind of a tight formation, different look. And a little motion to the far side and the pitch, and a good tackle out there, just a shoestring tackle. Nice job by Maltos Garcia.
Not fooling anybody that time. Great job by Maltos Garcia of keeping everything on the inside, coming up and making the tackle.
That's kind of like a little short pass out there, a little shovel pass, but I think it's going forward. If they dropped it, it would just been an incomplete pass.
Yeah, they had Rios on the left side of the field, which is the near side, and set him in motion just to toss to him and see if he could isolate one-on-one with the defense, somebody out there, and great defensive call.
Okay, they're going to go for a field goal try, it looks like. That'll be at the 27. It'll be a 37-yard field goal try, and it could be good. It hits the uprights, and they're going to go say it's bounced to the inside, and that field goal is going to be 37-yard field goal. How about that? You don't see that in high school very often. Wow, that's kind of unusual because it's so hard to get a field goal in football with the snaps, the blocks, and everything that goes with it, let alone the foot. How about that? Well, Western Engineering Consultants, engineering consulting services for all your projects. Strong commitment to their clients' needs sets them apart. Get your project started the right way with Western Engineering Consultants. And Willow Coffee and Bake Shop. Get a delicious treat, breakfast or lunch. They have options for you to make the day better. They're there at Edison Street in Brush today. Willow Coffee and Bake Shop. Well, Morales deep on the far side. Krieger. Beat Diggers headed south as soon as they get this kickoff from Perez. And we're underway with 5:10 on the clock. And the ball's going to go into the end zone. And I forgot to tell you, it is 40-13 on the scoreboard after that nice field goal. 40-13 Platte Valley. The Beat Diggers will have the ball and head south from the 20-yard line. Clock's going to stop at 5:10 here in the third quarter. Okay, Zach Rutherford here to the near side. Haven't called his name much today. Underneath handoff, and it just stacked up by Platte Valley. They'll get a couple yards out of that. Bring up 2nd and 8 for the Beat Diggers. Was that Welling on the carry?
Morales.
Oh, Morales.
Yep.
Okay, I couldn't pick up the number. Maltos Garcia gets the play from Ivan Cardenas. Cardenas will slip out here to the near side. Hunter Dunn to the far side. And back to pass. Maltos Garcia looking deep. He's got some receivers out there, and he's got a bunch of Broncos. Morales jumped hard for it. Great coverage there by Nehemiah Santa Cruz for Platte Valley. And a safety back there. Looked like Cade McDaniel had a shot at it again. Not as close as the last time. Okay. Stop the clock with 4:22. Hunter Dunn brings the play in. Let's put Salazar will go on out this time. They heave on to the near side. Hunter Dunn to the far side. Walters Garcia. 3rd and 8. Oh, Salazar took off. A little too quick, I'm afraid. Officials pointing at Platte Valley, though. It's got a little motion on the inside there.
I think it was number 73, their defensive end. He jumped off sides. So it'll make it first down, be 3rd down and short, just under 4 yards.
Okay, switch up the Beet Digger players. Now we got a timeout called by Coach Swint. See, this is a pretty important play for the Beet Diggers. They want to get this one right. So let's take a short timeout. We'll be back in a moment on 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com. Okay, welcome back. It looks like Tom Hoffman's out talking to the officials. They did timeout a little bit longer. 4:18 left here in the 3rd quarter. 40-13 for Platte Valley. 3rd and a long 3 for the Beet Diggers.
I think his question, the concern was on that play. Why were they called for offsides when it was clear that Dunner had jumped the ball?
Yeah, I think there was some motion inside there. And Isaac Morales off to the left side. That's going to be 4th down and short for the Beet Diggers. So it's going to be 4th and 1 for the Beet Diggers. I think they're going to go for it, Ron.
Yep, just short of the 30-yard line. They got to get past the 30, right to the 30, and it'll be a 1st down for them.
Hunter Dunn will come to the near side.
Come out in a 400 formation.
Or already in this. No, that's underneath handoff. And oh boy, I don't know if they got it. No, they're not even going to be close. Well, and on a carry. And trying to see who got in on the tackle. That was Perez on the tackle along with 54. That's Nehemiah Santa Cruz. Platte Valley will take over on the 29-yard line. As they head north, up 40-13. And the clock's down to 3:34 here in the 3rd quarter. Wehrman hands it right up the middle. Little sidestep coming to the near side and up for about 15 yards. It'll be Perez. And a gaping hole for the PA guy. Yep, it was a gaping hole. Going to set it down at the 14-yard line. How about the 13-yard line? Platte Valley looks over for the signals. Haven't had a huddle yet. 2 wides to each side. 1 back on the near side. Out of the shotgun is Wehrman. Fakes it to Cruz. Throws it across the middle. Hits the referee right in the face. Or maybe the chest.
Well, if that referee wasn't so tall, it probably wouldn't have been a problem, but he's standing out there at about like 6'8".
Yeah, he's kind of got a belly like me or bigger. Didn't move too quick.
No, he couldn't get out of the way.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. Number 13. I'm chubby enough I can laugh at other chubby guys. 2 wides to the far side, 3 to the near side. Pretty much the middle of the field for Platte Valley. Wehrman gets a snap, a little high. He takes off to the far side, and he pulls it down. He's going to run out of bounds short of the 1st down, but it's going to bring up 3rd and short for Platte Valley. Inside the 10, down to about the 7-yard line.
Got 3rd down and 4.
Oh, 6 on the play. 3rd down and 4.
Okay, Perez will come out. Ernesto Rios will replace him. Look over for the signals from the coaches. Josh Yancey, far to the right side. They like to try to hit him in that end zone, far corner. But he'll come in motion this time. Fake it to him, and Wehrman keeps it right up the middle, and touchdown. A lot of ball handling there, or fakes, but he kept it. Come in with the 13-yard TD. Number 17, lucky 17, I guess, for Platte Valley. That'll make it 46-13. And it looks like, are they going to go for two here?
Swinging gate, though, yeah. This one, though, now they'll shift over into their extra point.
Okay. Yeah, now they're getting set for the extra point try. We got Mr. Automatic there, number 29, Alberto Perez. Low snap. Kick is up, though. That should make it 47-13 with Platte Valley in the lead. See why they're ranked as high as they are. We'll be back in a moment on 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com. Okay, 47-13, 2:37 left here in the third quarter. The Tigers to receive the ball. Perez steps it off. It's set to go. It's going to come towards Krieger and Morales. Now Morales decides to take it in the middle of the field. Comes off here to the near side. He'll be out across the 25. Hit down by all but three of the Platte Valley players are in on that scrum there. And I guess Isaac's okay. He pops right back up. But a good run back to about the 27, 28-yard line. The Tigers will head south. Pretty nice run back by Morales. So 1st and 10 Beat Diggers. Moriarty to the far side. Jose Salazar to the near side. Seawald to tight end to the far side. Handoff right up the middle to Morales. And he's going to have about 3 yards. Gets out across the 30. Caden Swint in with the play. Number 20, coach's son. I think he's a freshman, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Got a lot of growing to do. Jose Salazar will come out to the near side. Swint in the slot to the near side. Altos Garcia. Back to pass. Looking at, threw it a little high, and that was a good thing because Gabe Montez had an eyeball on that one. And he would have had a quick touchdown. He would have been
off to the races on that one.
And about a 30-yard race because there's nobody between him and the goal. Okay, 3rd down and 7. Ivan Cardenas brings the play in. He'll come to the near side. Salazar will flex out to the far side. And back. A little delayed draw. And Isaac Morales breaks free. He's out into the open. One man to beat, and he's clear across the 50 down to the 44-yard line.
44-yard line.
A huge run there. I haven't seen that little draw play for quite a while.
No.
Worked well there. 1st and 10 Diggers. Salazar will come to the near side. I think it's Moriarty in the slot. Hand off by Wellen. He's going to drive forward for about 7 yards.
The fullback, Nicholas Wellen, taking the handoff for rush. Gain 6 on the play, but it's 2nd down and 4.
Going to move it down about the 38-yard line. Salazar will go out. Hunter Dunn will come in and move out to the near side. Moriarty to the far side, wide receiver. Back's always in the T. Handoff right up the middle to Morales. He looked like a lead blocker, but he was He got the handoff. He'll bring up
2 yards on the play. Third and
about
long.
third and a couple yards to go for the first down. Clock down to 30 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. Chase Krieger's going to come in with the play, but going to have to hurry to get it off here. Hunter Dunn to the near side. Cardenas in the slot. Krieger gets a pitch to the far side, and he's going to be real close to the first down. Nice tackle out there. Catch the number of that Platte Valley player. Just a little guy.
Alberto Perez.
That's Perez, okay. Called his name a lot today. He's playing everywhere. Fourth down and short for the Beat Diggers. And we'll come back for the rest of the game. The fourth quarter will be right after this. 47-13, Platte Valley on top of the Brush Beat Diggers. We'll be back in a moment. Okay, welcome back, and this is 1010 KSIR, Brush Fort Morgan. Thanks for tuning in, and we've got 1 quarter of football left for this year for the Brush Beat Diggers. And I was hoping some of the band members went home, but they come back for the fourth quarter. Salazar will be wide right. Montos Garcia under center. And he's going to be a keeper, and he's going to cut it up. Looked like he was going to try to get around. Good coverage by Perez there. And Montos Garcia cut inside of him. Got enough yardage for the first down. First and 10 Diggers. Chase Krieger runs off the field.
Down to the 34-yard line.
They put Yvonne Cardenas wide to the right. Near side is Jose Salazar. They move Isaac Morales from the left side of the backfield to the right side. And underneath handoff, Wellens off to the races. Nobody may catch him right at the goal line, just short of the goal line. Saving tackle there by Brendan Bunning. But Welland is right to the 1 foot line there almost, it looks like. The first and goal for the Diggers. Nice run by Welland. Yep. Ball's right on the 1 yard line. Thought he was going to make it all the way, but just Bunning caught up with him. Moriarty's going to go wide to the right. Beat Diggers right at the near side hash marks. Jose Salazar to the near side. Hand off to the left side. And touchdown, Beat Diggers. That was Welling on the carry. He's pretty tough on those 1 yard runs. So Beat Diggers come back here. It makes it 47-19. Which send Junior Fuga out. Caden Swint to set the ball down on a tee. .51 on the clock. Ball's down, kicks up, and it's good. Okay, 47-20 for the Beat Diggers. For Platte Valley. How about that? Let's take another short timeout. We'll be back in a moment on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Okay, welcome back. And the Beat Diggers get the touchdown and make it 47-20. And Junior Fuga to kick it away. We got Caden McDaniels, one of the deep receivers here on the near side. And Fuga's going to kick it right out of bounds. But didn't make it to the 30-yard line.
Once again, the short field, Rob, giving them only 65 yards to travel with this potent offense is not to Brush's benefit. And special teams tonight have not been the strength of this team. That is the third, I think that's the fourth time they have allowed Platte Valley to start on a shorter field than normal. If they'd just kept the kicks inbounds and buried them deep like they did last week against Weld Central, but right now the ball is going out of bounds, and so therefore the ball starting position for Platte Valley will be at their own 35-yard line.
Okay. Werman sets them up. 3 wides to the far side, the wide side of the field. A little motion, fakes a handoff, and hands it off to Rios, and nothing doing. Good job there, Welling in on a tackle. A little help from some of these buddies there. Looks like Aaron Taylor in on a tackle also. I was hoping they'd run out of energy with those drums.
Yes.
Trips to the left side. 1 wide receiver to the near side, 1 running back, and a pass to the near side. And nice tackle there by Salazar. If you can get him down, finally gets the little army there to help put down the receiver. Let's see, that was 26 on the reception, Nate Betancourt. Nice up 3rd and 5 for Platte Valley. Trips to the left side. 1 wide receiver to the near side, 1 back. And a run by where? Nope, that little pitch play likes to work, and tripping up. A little grass monster got Rios, and he went down short of the first down. Bring up 4th and 2. Ball to the Platte Valley 43-yard line. Looks like they're going to set up in a punt formation. Beat Diggers send Morales deep. It's Ernesto Rios to punt it away. Maybe. He kicks a nice, high, deep punt. And Morales is going to let it drop. Going to get about a 5-yard rollback. Bounce it to 20 and come back almost to the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Diggers. 8:49 left in the ball game. 47-20. Platte Valley on top. Colorado Plains Medical Center, CPMC, is experienced physicians and a highly trained surgical team, trained in the latest surgical procedures. Explore what procedures are possible in your hometown. It's Colorado Plains Medical Center. De Maltos Garcia lays them out. We got Krieger's in the backfield. There's Wellen to the right side. Short gain for Dick Wellen. He started their own 24. So B Diggers head north. 2nd and a long 8 for the Diggers. Hunter Dunn to the far side. And a little pitch here to the near side. Here comes Morales. He breaks a tackle. He'll have a 1st down. He'll be tackled into the bench of Platte Valley, and I think that's going to cost some yards.
Pick up about 10.
Santa Cruz on the tackle, but I think they'll throw a flag on that one for hit out of bounds, I think.
Yep.
I don't think it was the first tackler, but maybe the last 2. Uh-oh, they're pointing out number 52, Colby Frias. A junior, nose guard. That's a big 15 yards. It's going to put Beat Diggers into Platte Valley territory at the 46-yard line. And Yvonne Cardenas comes to the near side. Backs in the tee. Altos Garcia hands it off to the near side, breaking into the clear is Morales. He's going to go out of bounds after the first down. And let's see, where are they setting this down? Near side referee's going to mark him at the 32-yard line. So another first down for the Beat Diggers. I think Platte Valley's moving in a few of their backups, but still a lot of numbers out there we've been watching. First and 10 for the Beat Diggers, near side hash marks. Swinton motion to the far side. Hand it to Wellen, and nothing doing there. Platte Valley's loading up for him. Pretty big pile there. Number 2, Roberta Lara, comes kind of out of the pile, limping a little bit. Telling Coach, I got an alley here. And Coach is just waving signals at him. Okay, those the ball right on the 30-yard line. 2nd and 9 for the Diggers. Clock down to counting down, 7:20. Digger set. We get should have been an offside there, wouldn't it? And back to pass, Maltos Garcia, and he's got the pass completed. As who caught that? And that goes to Seawald. Caught him. He's going to be down inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line. First and 10 for the Diggers. Ivan Cardenas out to the right side. Jose Salazar to the near side. Underneath handoff to Wellen. He breaks free. Down inside the 5, down to the 4. First and goal for the, oh, excuse me. Let's see where they hit. Yep, it's going to be first and goal for the Beat Diggers at the 4-yard line.
16-yard pickup for Nick Wellen that time. Excellent, nice run, inside trap. Just a quick hitter, and he just uses his power to get upfield and run over people.
Some different linemen out there for Platte Valley. Salazar flexes out to the far side. We're already in the slot. Underneath handoff. And a couple yards. Morales on the carry. Sent Wellen out to the right side. Platte Valley bunched that one up. Well, they're going to set it down right about the 4, about where they started from. I thought he got a little more push than that. Caden Swint flexes the far side. Salazar to the near side. Altos Garcia. Straight ahead to Wellen. He's down to the 2. The 3rd and goal for the Beat Diggers. Clock counting down to 5:15. Ivan Cardenas in with the play. Send Salazar to the far side. Cardenas to the near side. Tight end to the near side. And handoff straight up the middle. Morales with it. And touchdown, Beat Diggers. 4-yard touchdown for Morales. I thought he was short, but he made it across. 4-yard run for the Beat Diggers. Makes it 26 for the Beat Diggers, 47 for Platte Valley. And that comes with 4:48 on the clock, 4th quarter. And Junior Fuga to set down the extra point try. Kicks up, and it might squeak through. And it did. It wasn't pretty, but it worked. That thing was spinning like crazy, end over end. It just barely made it over the goalpost, but That'll make it 27 for the Beat Diggers. They're down 22 Platte Valley. We'll be back in a moment on 1010, KSIR, and KSIR.com.
Varsity line.
Okay, welcome back. 47-27. Broncos on top. Beat Diggers to kick it away. We're down to under 5 minutes to go here in the Beat Diggers season. And Platte Valley's set up, looking for a onside kick. We've got only two guys back about the 25-yard line. Everybody else is right up here. Junior Puga's going to kick it out of bounds. And he made it to the 25 this time. I'm not sure what's going on with the kickoffs, but Platte Valley's getting great field position. Puga's put it through the end zone a couple times tonight, but I was trying to explain that to his teammate Aaron Taylor out there, why he didn't get it better kick than that. Well, Platte Valley will take over here. 4:48 on the clock. Platte Valley undefeated. And we've got a whole different look at her. Two wides to the far side, two backs in the backfield, and they hand it straight up the middle. And Krieger misses a tackle, and off is Rios, and he's going to go all the way. Nobody's going to be close to him. Cardenas makes a dive at the 5-yard line, and that's Ernesto Rios. And that drive lasted all of 13 seconds. Uh-oh. Hold it there. There's a flag. Clear back here at the 41-yard line of Platte Valley.
Good to run. 15-yard penalty, flag, first down.
69, did he say, was the number? I don't have a 69. 59, Tyler Gutierrez maybe, I don't know. But that brings back a huge run for Platte Valley. And it'll just bring up first and about 14 from the 31-yard line. Clock down to 4:35. Two wides to the far side, two backs, and they'll hand it up the middle. Little cutback run again, and off to the races. And breaking tackles or jumping over tacklers, finally hit down is Alberto Perez. Is that Maltos Garcia on this touchdown saving tackle? Beat Diggers just over pursuing to the near side, and that little cutback going with that two running backs has really changed up the look for Platte Valley. Stay with it. Two wides to the near side, one to the far side. Two backs flanking the. Oh, nothing doing. A mass confusion. Tackle will be credited to Barnett, but I think it was just because the quarterback and the two running backs all come together at the same place, and one of them fell down. The one with the ball. So I'll give Barnett the tackle on that one. So second down and 12 after the 2-yard loss. And they'll keeper by the quarterback right up the middle. That's a nice job there by Werman.
Put the ball at the 29-yard line.
And it'll make it third down and about 3 for Platte Valley.
Chase Krieger on the tackle.
Clock almost down to 3 minutes. Platte Valley still no huddles. Two wides to the near side. With two backs in the backfield. Yancey's one of them. And he'll get it. Nope, Wormsman keeps it and hit down hard. Barnett got him that time too. Spun him down that time though. Werman on the got about half the distance. It's going to be fourth down and about 2. Same formation, two wides to far side. Platte Valley to near side hash marks. Werman hands it off. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Platte Valley.
2 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the final quarter for the 2018 Beat Diggers football season. Rushed down by a score of 47-27. Ron Albo along with Rob Hastings in Platte Valley. At Platte Valley in Kersey, Colorado tonight.
Clock's going to be inside of 2 minutes to go. Where Platte Valley's going to take a long time getting the play called in.
They're just using the clock up, Rob. They're just winding the clock down.
Damian Ornelas,
inside a minute and 45.
Weirman back to pass. He kind of does a pump fake, runs to the near side and throws it. I think that's a good completion. Coming back to it was Damian Ornelas. He'd run almost the goal line and came back to the 10-yard line, and Weirman just kind of tossed it to him. And that'll stop the clock at 1:33. 2nd down and 3 for Platte Valley.
We should have about 2 more plays, and that'll be the end of the game and the end of the season for the Brush Beat Diggers. It'll end here in Platte Valley.
Perez in the backfield. But the handoff goes to his buddy, 24, and he cuts back, and he's going to head towards the end zone, and he's going to just waltz right in there. Terrible, terrible, terrible tackling by the Beat Diggers. Great run by Josh Yancey, but they'll make it 53-27. Okay, they're going to go ahead and have Perez go for the extra point try to make it 54-27. It's been perfect on the night, and he still is. So, 54-27. We'll be back in a moment on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Welcome back. Can't say much about a 54-27 score, but Platte Valley's going to head into the playoffs. And we'll have to wish them well, Ron. That they get set to kick it off for the last time of the regular season. Here on the 2A Patriot League.
Yeah, and with
Patriot East, I'm sorry.
Yeah, with this win, they'll be the Patriot League East champions.
Perez to kick it away. And he's going to send it into the end zone over Krieger and Morales' head. So at 1:23, the Beat Diggers will take it over. First and 10 from their own 20. AC Ice, crystal clear ice is good for any drink, any time of the year. You can pick up AC Ice at any local grocery or convenience store in northeastern Colorado. AC Ice, crystal clear. They work hard on that. Bank of Colorado, the only bank dedicated to help you make the most of living here. They're not just a bank in Colorado, they're a Bank of Colorado. Proud supporter of local sports and academics. Beat Diggers, Maltos Garcia underneath, looking for a pass. He throws it up long, and Ivan Cardenas had it in his hands, but pretty good coverage there by Bunting from Platte Valley. That'll stop the clock at 1:17. Maltos Garcia laid it out there.
Yeah, Alejandro's not, like we said all year long, not afraid to throw the ball. You know, first couple games of the season, coach was really protected him a lot, didn't have him throw too many, made some sure passes, easy passes for him. But as the seasons went on, he's opened up the passing game with him, the playbook, and Maltos has responded very well.
And stay tuned to 1010 KSIR at 9:30. Kevin Schaefer will come on with his show. Handoff up the middle. And Wellen making a nice run here for a first down. Yes, Kevin Schaefer has that replay. Well, I don't know about the replay tonight, but Kevin Schaefer's show will get you all up to date with all the latest scores clear around the state. All the playoffs should be almost set with that RPI.
Sunday, they'll have the brackets out on Monday.
So he should give you a great insight on that. Rutherford to the near side. Maltos Garcia back to pass. Looking across the way, throws up a pass that Cardenas was there, but Caden McDaniel was right there. Maybe you better stick with the receiver because he should have caught that one.
Yep.
He's a receiver for Platte Valley on most of the plays. And they're on offense. That brings the clock down to inside of 38 seconds to go here in the season for the Beat Diggers. Caden Swint, Caden Moriarty to the near side. Two wides to the right side. Maltos Garcia underneath handoff. And that's,
Angel Martinez trips up the ball carrier.
let's see, is that Morales on the carry? No, that was Wellen.
That was Wellen.
Ball carrier.
And clock running inside of 20 seconds to go. 3rd and 7 for the Diggers.
Works also in on the play for the Bronco D.
St. Cardenas to the far side. Moriarty to the near side. See Waldo tied in to the far side. Underneath handoff and nothing doing there.
Diggers run the draw.
Trying to set up a draw play.
That draw play didn't work this time for
Nobody was
Morales,
fooled.
and that'll be the end of the season. 54-27, Platte Valley doubles up on the Beat Diggers. We'll be back in a few moments on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Okay, welcome back. 54-27. That kind of tells you the story, Ron.
54-27, yes. The Brush Beat Diggers fall to the Platte Valley Broncos, who now are the Patriot League East champions for 2018. Of course, next Saturday they'll start the 16-man playoff bracket. So this weekend is when they will be announcing what those seedings are going to be. So by Monday morning, the brackets should be out. Or actually, they'll be out by Sunday evening. Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, they'll be out, and Platte Valley will know who they're going to be playing. But as of right now, we're talking about the Brush Beat Diggers. Their season comes to an end in Platte Valley, finishing up the season 4-4, correct? Yep.
Got it right up here.
Yep. And so
It'll be make it 4-5.
4-5, finishing up the season 4-5, and
3-2 in the Patriot.
3-2 in the Patriot League. And you know, for the Brush Beat Diggers, they know that coming into this season, there were lots of questions to be answered. You know, who was going to fill in the offensive line? How were people going to come together? How were they going to? You know, depth was a big thing, and they did have a lot of problems with depth. But you know, you couldn't control it. You just got to play with the guys that are here. And the plus side about it is there was a lot of younger guys that got to get experience and got to get playing in varsity games this year, where they probably. If you got a lot more guys out for the team, sometimes those younger guys don't get a chance at that varsity level. But this is good experience for them. They also did play in a lot of JV games this year, so those players have got a lot of experience. And hopefully, as they come back next year, it's going to be a plus for them because they're going to understand what it's like to play at this level and what it's going to take to be successful.
Well, we kind of got to talk about the seniors, I guess. They had senior week last week, but Jade Queen, he was had a shoulder injury and tried to tough it out today, but didn't make it. Hope he heals up for the wrestling team and sure help the team that he's feeling good by the time wrestling gets going. And then Jose Salazar, also a senior. He played quite a bit tonight. Zach Rutherford, of course, has worked hard. It's his senior year. Nick Lopez. Isaac Morales is going to miss him. He's a stalemate. And then the whole line, Nathaniel Miner, Chase Barnett, Michael Nichols, Thomas Metlin, and Jesse McDonald, and Juvenile.
Puga. No, Puga's just a junior.
I thought he was a junior. I got him listed here as a senior for some reason. Tristan Dory, of course, he's injured and didn't come back for the end of the season, but all those guys will be gone.
Yep, and talking to Coach Schwint before the game, he knew that this was going to be, always the last game or the last game of the season, no matter if it was a loss here, which nobody knows that until they play the game, but it's really tough, and it's hard for those senior guys. And like Coach said earlier in the year, or earlier in the week, that those guys have put a lot of time into the program, and so to have those guys have to call this their last game of the season, it is going to be tough for them, and it's going to be tough for the coaching staff to see those guys leave because of the leadership that they provided for the Brushed Beet Diggers. But the positive about it is it's high school football. You always look to who you got next year, who's coming up, and that process for the 2019 season will start now with this coaching staff. They're going to take a look at all the film. They're going to go through and they're going to figure out where they need to make improvements on. They're hoping that they can increase their numbers. They'll get more ball players out, and their depth will be a little bit better than it was this year. And of course, you always got to hope for no injuries, as the season goes on. And those things are all stuff that you can't control, the injury part of it, and who comes out. You got to play with the guys that are here. So I know they're looking forward to that season next year. This is going to be a hard one to take. It's the last game of the year. It's going to be very difficult for a lot of these guys because I would say every one of these seniors will probably never play another football game, never step on another football field again. It's just how the numbers work out for them. So hopefully they laid it all on the line. They had a lot of fun while they were doing it, and they'll have a lot of good memories that they can carry on for the rest of their life while they played football here.
And they'll always be beet diggers.
Beet diggers,
and,
yes.
Nice thing about beet diggers, you look around and there's a lot of them giving back. They always come back, and that's a special thing. Keeps things going.
So I don't think Coach Schwint's going to make his way up here. He's been bombarded with a lot of the seniors down there, ball players. I know they're getting lots of hugs in and congratulations and thank you, Coach, and the parents he's talking with down there. So I'm not quite sure if he's going to make his way up. I'm taking one more look down on the field to see if he comes up here. If he doesn't make his way up, we might just wrap things up. And I'll tell you what, let's just take a 2-minute break at this time. This is 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.
Okay, welcome back to Platte Valley. Platte Valley moves on. Beet Diggers got to get ready for basketball and wrestling season. So a lot of the athletes won't get much of a break, but had a good year of football. Had some good victories, 4 of them. 5 losses, and the losses are tough. The victories are fun. So, like I say, set us up for next year, Ron. What's coming up from 8th grade?
Well, there's lots of players that have played football, so we'll just kind of see it's a whole different level when you get from the middle school ranks to the high school ranks. So, those guys, hopefully they'll get a chance to get involved in the weight program this summertime, get themselves a little bit stronger, start getting growing a little bit, and hopefully they can be contributors next year for the Brushed Beet Diggers. So it's been an exciting season. I know it's not obviously not the way Coach Schwint wanted it to turn out. Would like to have had one more victory, a few more victories during the year, maybe give him an opportunity to move on into the postseason, but that's just not how things worked out this year. But he's got to look forward to the next couple of years here with this group of freshmen, like I said earlier, that have got a lot of playing time, and these upperclassmen that are coming in to hopefully fill the voids here in the offensive and defensive line. So that's what they got to do, but they'll be ready to get back at it, I'm sure, once the first of the year rolls around. And they'll be hitting some coaching clinics, and then they'll start working towards the springtime of, the different things that are going on. But I know they'll also encourage these guys to stay out for other sports. So it's been a great year, Rob. Really enjoyed working again with you this year. I look forward to another year next year, and we'll just move on and take off for the rest of the year.
Sounds good. So. And you've got a lot going. You got basketball going on at middle school.
Yep.
And I got to stay up with that, and then you roll right into wrestling. And volleyball, or what is it?
It's wrestling, girls basketball, and then
basketball.
I've got track season in the springtime. So anyway,
a few things for you to keep track of.
Keeps me busy.
And set it all up for next year too.
You bet.
Well, Ron, thanks for everything you do. I know you got all kinds of responsibilities, and do this for the fun of it, I hope.
Yep, I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot.
Thanks a lot, Ron.
All right.
And thanks a lot to all our great sponsors. We got to mention, of course, I think I forgot State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, Greg Mullen. Greg Mullen is a good neighbor. You want insurance, he's a guy to deal with. He's a great guy, and, his wife keeps him in line at least. No, but stop by State Farm Insurance. They're on Clayton Street in Brush. Like a good neighbor, Greg Mullen and his team are there to make the insurance world easy for you. Call them at 842-4555. And, of course, All of our great sponsors like Equitable Savings and Loan, Buildings by Design, Western Engineering Consultants, Stubbs Gas and Oil, Mr. D's Ace Home Centers, Cargill Meat Solutions, B&B Appliance, and I just can't, it's just so amazing that we can do what we can do here with all these great sponsors. Transwest, Morgan Community College, Ingmar Phillips Insurance, Northeastern, High Plains Bank, Willow Coffee and Bake Shop, Colorado Plains Medical Center, AC Ice, Bank of Colorado. Just great sponsors. It's just a privilege to live in a town that supports the athletes and the kids like the businesses do in our local community. And we don't know how good we've got it with, Coach Swent's coming up. But, yeah, we don't know how well we've got it because most schools don't get any coverage at all. They look at us like we're weird. They put us in a place by the band. They don't know. They don't realize it. Yeah, we're
Yeah, Coach Schwint's making his way up here. We'll wait till he gets up top and kind of gathers his breath before we start asking him questions. I know a lot of times we like to bombard him. Once he gets up here, he's a little out of breath, making his way up that, which is a pretty steep set of bleachers here. We'll give him a chance to catch his breath, and then we'll just talk about the season, wrap things up, and then move on. So
let's take about
welcome, Coach.
30-second timeout. Let's catch your breath, and we'll be back in a moment on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Okay, welcome back, Coach Swint. Take it away. Tell us about your year and what.
Well, first things first. I can't even explain how proud I am of our seniors. I mean, they did a great job. Told them that they were put into. We easily could have tanked it when we were 1-3. And but they held together, and we got better and better, and we really did a great job today against the number one team in the state. We just didn't have enough firepower, but overall, just very proud of our teams and how we matured, and we're looking to build off what we did this past year and move forward to next year. But we'll never forget this group of seniors that I coached this year.
Yeah, great job. Coach, exactly what you said. And we looked at the game here. I mean, putting 27 points up against Platte Valley is pretty darn good. There were times, Nick had that fumble. It's a chance for you to head south, but your team responded very well, controlled the ball, scored points. So very positive.
Yeah, they did, and they, whenever we would get punched, we got back up and we hit them back, and unfortunately they just hit us more times than we hit them, but we were able to move down the field, and our defense did a good job. They got some very good athletes. That's the reason they are the number one team in the state, and they got maybe the best quarterback in the state, and arguably the best running back in the state. Although I like to think that a couple of our running backs are pretty good too, but Platte Valley, you got to take your hats off to them. They're very well coached. They're very well disciplined. They're going to make a run in the playoffs this year, and I wish Coach Hoffman and their players all the best.
Coach, like you talked about earlier in the week, with them being a rhythm offense, they get in rhythm. There were times when they got in rhythm, but quite honestly, I don't think they got in the rhythm that they needed to. It was big plays big plays that scored down there, and you guys were able to keep them off balance. You did a great job on defense a lot of times. Yeah.
Coach Creighton, does a great job. Early in the week, he comes up to me, goes, I don't know, Coach, I don't know if we can stop him, and I go, you go figure out what you do. I know Coach Creighton, if anybody's going to put us in the best position for our football team, and that's what he did tonight. Just what do you do when they have 4 or 5 guys that are a little bit faster than us, not a little bit, but a lot faster than us, and they're, like I said, they're very well coached. They have their scheme just like we have our scheme, and they ran it very well, and I think they're going to, like I said, make a deep run into the playoffs.
We always say next year, but you got a good group of kids, good base, and
great group of kids. And I told them after when we were all sitting out there, they wanted me to do how about them beat diggers one more time? So we did that, and that was kind of cool and everything. But I talked to those kids, and I told them, I go, hey, don't stop here. You enjoy your high school careers. I want you guys out there wrestling. I want you guys out there playing basketball, baseball, track. do everything you possibly can to enjoy every minute of it, because it goes by in a flash. And as I said that, the seniors were like, hey, yeah, guys, don't ever take it for granted. Enjoy each and every game, each and every moment you have with one another, because in a few years, all you can do is just kind of think about the memories and stuff. And so it's best right now to create those memories.
Definitely.
And for the kids that are out there listening to their parents, forever beat diggers.
Oh, yeah.
And it's something that'll stay with you your whole life. And so if you're on the borderline, should I come out and play or not, your life's going to be better if you step out there on that field, challenge yourself, and you'll earn friends, and it'll enhance your life.
I agree 100% there. I mean, there's nothing more than I bleed. I mean, I know I'm from Fort Morgan, but I bleed Brush through and through, and there's nothing better than a Friday night in Brush, Colorado, watching a football game or being on the football field. And there's just, once you build that community pride, man, it takes a little bit more than 11 to beat you on the field.
Definitely.
It does. And we got a great town, great sponsors, and great owners at the radio station. I can't say enough about them. We talked about sponsors on your way up, and they're just awesome, and our owners are just, we just can't do better than that.
Well, I tell you what, we really think all the things that you guys do and what the radio station does. It's tough for a lot of people that have that Brush pride to come to every game, and you guys give them the opportunity to be a part of it, and we're excited. I know I'm going to figure things out over the weekend, and then I already told the coaches we're meeting early, and we're going to figure out what we need to do to get a little bit better next year, and we think the foundation's been set. Our last two senior classes have been incredible. I love them to death. I saw a few of them here tonight from last year, and we're going to build this program, and we're going to get back into it, and they're going to have to beat me down because I'm going to be trying.
All right, well, Coach.
Well, Lance, you're awesome. Your crew's awesome. And your parents, your kids are in good hands.
Yep, I appreciate all of them. So thank you guys again, and you guys drive safe, and go beat Diggers.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Have a good night.
Thanks a lot, Coach Sweet.
Thank you very much. That's the head coach of the Brush Beat Diggers, Lance Schwent, just closing off for the final game of the season here. We appreciate everything he's done. Appreciate him coming up and spending some time with us on the radio to wrap up our 2018 season. Like you said, Rob, they're gonna meet. They're gonna start rebuilding and start getting this thing, ready for next year. And I truly believe him, because that's the kind of person that Coach Schwent is, and his staff that he's got there. They're dedicated to those kids. They put a lot of time in, and you can tell that things have definitely started to turn the corner because of that. So we'll look forward to an exciting year come 2019. But as of this year, we are done for the year. Rush finishes the season 4-5. Not a bad season for him. Would have liked to win a few more games, like we said, but that's how it is. So we look forward to next year.
And next year, the playoffs are on the horizon. Oh, and we don't want to forget Rose, because it wouldn't be possible without her and TJ and all the gang back there. Even John. Hi, John. Beltran, he's home tonight, so we'll turn it over to Kevin Schaefer and his post-game show, or whatever we call that, is Sports Colorado Preps. It's really great to listen to on the way home. So, and at 11 o'clock, I guess maybe you want to listen to us again. That would hurt me, but
all right.
But anyway, thanks a lot for all you great listeners too, and our sponsors again. Thanks, Ron.
Thank you, Rob.
Fun.
Been a lot of fun.
Okay. So we'll say good night. 54-27 on the final score, but great year on 1010 KSIR and KSR.com. Good night from Platte Valley.